It's kind of lagging. I don't think this will work. He's playing Yugi. He knows how to PG though. Oh, yeah. By the What's the enemy team? She's versing Irene. Okay. She's playing Yugi into Eileen. Let's have a look at Yugi's skills. Her passive, she has a 25% chance to shoot 2 arrows that deal a total of 100 plus physical bonus damage, and would reduce the target's movement by 15% for 2 seconds. The effect stacks up to 3 stacks. So every time you do a normal, a basic attack, you have a 25% chance to shoot 2 arrows instead of 1. And these 2 arrows will lower its movement speed, which is the enemy, by 15%. So let's have a look. Single hit. I think it's covering it. She's using her skill 1 now. Let's see if any double shot. Oh, double shot was that. So that passive. Let's keep trying to look for when her passive hits. 25% chance. I haven't seen any yet. Single, double. So that was the passive. 25% chance that you'll get a double shot and you'll. So it's pretty much a lottery passive. When you're drilling, you hit it, you just get lucky. Not really in your control. So just using basic attacks, really. She is pretty much a basic attack hero at the end when you're team fighting, and it's lagging. But you're mostly using your skills at the start when you're laning. Why is it lagging? I can't even set this. or even better. Mainline 1, spare line 5. She is playing supports. Hmm? Okay, her skill 1, that's a skill 1 right there. After Yugi accumulates power, she fires a powerful arrow with Tree God blessed in the side direction, which deals blah 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 physical damage plus 200% physical damage to the first enemy in its path. The arrow decreases 15% damage for each enemy hit down to 40% damage. It's line damage. And let's see when she uses it now. She used the ult there. 1. Oh, she didn't finish it. Yeah, that's too laggy to even try. It keeps lagging. The more beautiful the girl is, the more lag it gets. Very, very sad. It's like so this is right there, the line damage. First hit is maximum damage. Any person behind that gets less. Ooh. I see ya. Yuji's second skill. Yuji increases her movement speed for 2 seconds, during which she will dodge all ADS. Yuji is immune to control effects when the skill is turned on. And then she will remove the slowing effect and cause her next attack to trigger her passive. Ooh. And then she will remove the slowing effect and cause her next attack to trigger her passive. Oh, so skill 2, every time you use it, your next basic attack triggers her passive. I did not know that, and I've played about 300 UG games. Nice. Every time you trigger your 2, your passive, your double shot will actually activate. 3 flash 1. It's better to auto attack than try to, because with skill 1 there's a massive ass delay. See, that's like 1.5 second delay before you even cast it. It's a waste of time doing it against someone that can dash so much. So skill 2 has a passive as well. He is blessed and her attack speed is increased by 20%. Let's move on to her ultimate skill 3. Yuji rushes towards the target, stuns it for 0.5 seconds, soon as she dashes on, like she flips on someone when she uses her ultimate. On contest, the target's movement 90% for 2 seconds. So that's pretty big. When she does that dash onto someone, she does 90% for 2 seconds, and there's a 0.5 second stun as well. Yeah, I'm testing it out, but I'm kind of lagging hard. I just want to watch some games, learn some skills, and see what builds everyone plays when watching their streams. But it keeps lagging out. I gotta improve my internet connection. So going back to skill, she jumps backwards. So you pretty much jump back to your original position. And there's two arrows quickly, which is pretty much like a pass at the target while jumping. Each arrow deals a lot of damage and gains attacks 4 seconds at the end of the jump is immune to CC jump. So during the jump, you are immune to CC. On the jump, when you hit an enemy, you stun and you slow them. And then when you flip back onto your original position, you do a double shot. So there's a lot going on for ultimate there. Thanks, man. Hopefully this will help you as well. If there's any hero you want to learn, their skills or their builds or their combos right now, I can try to figure it out while we watch some streams. If it doesn't lag out on me, that is. So those are skills. Let's leave them up here so you guys can read it. I'll leave it on passive skill 1 and skill 2. I'll move on to skill 3 a little bit later, and then see if we can learn some stuff by watching this game. No, don't lag on me. Maybe if I switch it to line 5. Well, that looks a bit better. Yo, I am from Australia. So right now, watching Yugi. She's versing Ireland. She's not doing too well. Well, their team isn't doing too well. She's getting the kills though. As Yugi, right now it's all about auto attacks at this level. Level 12 to 15, if you can get multiple auto attacks in, then you're okay. But biggest problem is the tank is better than her tank on their team. So she can't get past the front line here. She just can't get past this guy. Wastes too much time on him. And he's pretty much taking her out of the whole game. Yeah, I get 150 to 160 ping as well. Sometimes when I'm low, I get 120. You can try UU boost. I'll type it in here. XY boost, instant games. So if you use those, you'll get down to about 100 to 120. But if you haven't verified your account, your WeChat account using your passport, then don't use these boosters because it will make you verify your ID afterwards as soon as you turn them on. But if you verified your WeChat accounts with your passport, your international passport, then you're good. Try them out. I think EU Boost has like a 1 month free trial. So what's they're pretty much VPNs where you just connect on them first. You install the app, You press play and it starts the game, and then it's just like that. It's pretty easy. And then after that, your ping is much, because my ping without a booster, it goes from like 150 to 200 or something. But with it on, it's like 150 to 140. It's much stable. You can try them out, see how they go for you. Those are the three that I use and rotate sometimes, and just see. XY Boost is the official one from Tencent, apparently. But I don't know why there's another one called Tencent Game Booster. So pretty confused there. UU Boost is the one that's like in English, so the easiest to use. Nah, man. She is not. I'm just watching a random girl, and I'm gonna rotate between girls when I'm bored of them. We'll just keep trying to watch their gameplay, see if they're ranked high for us to learn from. Yeah, it's a live stream. So you're watching a live stream of a live stream of a Chinese girl, random girl. And yeah, if you guys have any questions of skills builds while we're watching, ask away and I'll try to figure it out. It's also something that I made of all that are English translated, and then to the official website and the builds as well, items and like that. So whatever, we just relax, watch some females and learn, I guess. I think this line is much better though. It's better line 5 things. So better. I should put an automated message here so you guys ask any question you want. Anything you want to know about the game, I'll answer it. If I can, I'll try. So this girl plays a lot of ADs. I kind of want to find a girl that plays jungle. I want to learn more jungle right now, to be honest. Jungle and mid lane. Because right now, to rank up, I think jungle has the most impactful role. Support is okay. Top probably has the least amount of impact in a game where you can win solo. Mid and jungle is a. AD is probably the least as well. So bot lane, crap. Top lane, crap. Mid and jungle is the highest if you solo. If you play the other lanes, it's better to play with a friend, a good friend, or just have some fun. My Shiranui. My, all right. Lupin. Everyone knows how to play Lupin, though. I'm gonna say if I do this and find a different one now. Tab here, you can go to beauty. And it's very got one that plays mid. There's actually a lot in this game that play mid. You know, actually, quick tip for you guys: 52% of the player base in Honor of Kings is actually females, and 48% is males. That's crazy to think about. At first, like from any other game that we play, it's like a rarity to find a girl in the game, and then when there is a girl, everyone's like, oh, "It's a girl! Oh my god, how are you going?" And then the gamer girl gets all popular and shit. But in this game, if you play with a girl and you're bad, they'll flame you and they'll yell at you in Chinese, like all kinds of bad words. They'll talk about your family. What are you doing? You're crazy. You stupid bastard. That kind of stuff. So it's a different world in this one. Yeah, she's playing even though she's pretty. This one has a lot of views. Uh, my randomly skill is up for you. So you can read it. But we'll talk about it as well. So here. Huh? Where did it go? Passive Ninja B. So it's lagging hard. Yeah. She is not playing the game anymore. Finding any cause boys? Why is it so hard right now? Hate this mid. We don't only have photo. And I want video. This one says beautiful voice. All right, I'm gonna go in and listen to the beautiful voice. Does not exist. Mm-hmm. This one. She has. I think line 5 works better. Oh, it's only a photo. What's with these photos, man? Whatever. I'm not gonna switch for a while. Anyway, let's get to mine. Is my mic cut if you can't hear me? I think it's my internet connection. Like, it's pretty bad when I'm trying to stream right now for some reason. If it's a major problem, I'll try to fix it. This girl just plays support. Yeah, I think my upload can't handle the multi-stream right now. I have to stream onto YouTube and Facebook. So that's probably why it's cut off. I really want to. Yeah. When do I play? I don't play that much anymore. When I do feel like it, I usually try to play between 9 p.m. and 12 a.m. my time when I finish work, pretty much. Usually before season, I play a lot because I leave my rank all the way to last minute, and then I'm like a poor little uni student thinking, oh shit, end of season's coming. I gotta get the rank back up. But then for like the other 3 months, I'm like chilling. I'm like, yeah, I got plenty of time. It's all right. And then the last day, okay. I think I think for me, when I was in Diamond and also the biggest thing is if I didn't get MVP, I felt like I was doing something wrong. Like, I don't know if it's expectations on but if I don't get MVP in those ranks, I know that I don't deserve to rank up. You get what I mean? But if you've been the player that has always been in Diamond and Master and stuck in it, that's fine. But if you're striving to MVP, you know that, oh yeah, I can't blame my teammates here. You get what I mean? Because if you're MVP and you're still losing and you get MVP every game, then you know something's wrong, right? But if you get MVP out of 10 games, you should at least rank up, right? So that's why constant trying to figure out what mistakes you made or what things you can do better for yourself and trying to adjust for the team. I see so many people now these days, it's like saying, oh, the teammate's bad or just can't play with this team, and then you're stuck in the rank. Where I feel like when I play, it's all about me. Like, am I playing the game suited to the team compositions that I have? Their team, am I playing it slow enough? Am I doing being in the right positions? Am I that kind of stuff? You know, if you get in that mindset, I think you'll be able to rank up. But then always trying to rank up is stressful anyway. Like if you're always in that mindset, you don't get to enjoy the game. You'll never be able to learn anything, and you never want to learn new heroes and just play the game for what the game is. So yeah, it's an interesting topic. Anyway, I'm kind of this girl already. I want to move on because she doesn't move, and we're just watching a photo, and she's playing Yao too. Like, come on. Who the fuck wants to play Yao these days? I am from Australia. I'm going to type this in so everyone remembers. Hey, mate. I'm from Australia. Australia, mate. You hear the accent? Hey, how you going? I'm from Aussie, hey. Hey, bro. Oh, no, that's New Zealand. I got it wrong. All right, so since we're in this game, let's try to learn something here. It's not much to learn about Yao though. It just the main thing when you're playing Yao is find the dude that will carry the game hardest and just stick with him. If the jungler keeps dying, don't follow the jungler. If it's the mid laner that's getting whoever gets all the kills and you're on Yao, be on him. There's some advanced things like your passive. So we're going into the passive, right? Any skills that does a stun, knock up, or any CC, right, will turn Yao into a deer. When she's into a deer, she has a different set of skills where she can jump or turn back into human. And at that time, she is not targetable to any skills or any damage. The biggest tip for a Yao player, if you already know how to play Yao, is when you're on your teammate and you see someone trying to stun your teammate, jump out of him. Jump out of him in the line so you get stunned, you turn into a deer, and then your teammate is not stunned. That's the biggest problem I see with Yao players is when they're playing the Yao, they just stick on the person and do nothing. Just press skill 2, just chilling, relax. But yeah, if you're a bit more active with Yao and take the damage here and there, because this passive is so major, it's like one of the most important things to understand when playing Yao. If you master the passive only, then you're good to go. I think that's about it to learn with her though. Yeah, I was born in Australia. I was born in Brisbane. I'm still in Brisbane. There is no COVID here, so that's a good thing. Yeah, if you guys are in like Sydney and Melbourne, I feel for you, but you can stay home and play Honor of Kings, I guess, and watch some beautiful girls. Anyway, more to learning on Yao. Skill 1, she does that little ball. Let's watch her and see when she uses it. right here, this line damage. Now you don't even need to aim. Make sure that it's in vicinity. There's a range, and then if an enemy is close to it, it'll bounce off and then continue and then knock up the enemy like a little mini knock up. So if anyone's jumping onto you, press it so it doesn't disrupt. That little ball when you're versing a Yao is probably the most annoying thing that you can have. Like it's the smallest knockup, but when you get knocked up from it, like I just want to backhand her. You feel like I really want to hit this girl. I'm not advocating. Never hit females. Never. But you can think it, but never do it. Oh, that's great. You're safe, Jerry. Very safe in Brisbane. So moving on to skill 2, I just want to finish Yao's skills. Then we'll probably move on to another streamer. Move on to another girl. We'll just do that. Whenever we're one, just move on. Skill 2 is there's a radius around you whenever you activate it, and then she shoots little auto attacks everywhere. I think it's like 2 or 3 or something like that. Let's read it to see the details of it though. So skill 2, Yao automatically strikes random enemies for seconds up to 3 targets. Okay, so 3. So pretty much maximum of 3 balls going out her and connecting to do damage. Spell bonus, spell damage. Basic attack while this goes on because it's pretty much her basic attack there. And through this possession status is pretty much when you're in deer mode, when you're in your passive mode, when you got you jump a distance. Oh, possession status is when you're in someone. So whenever you use your ult onto someone, you're in them. You still use the skill, and then when you're in deer status, you jump. Oh, she shouldn't have died there. Okay, so Yao's ultimate, Yao possesses another hero, so she pretty much goes into them, gives them a shield, granting a possessed target points of true shield, and this shield increases the more spell bonus you have. So when you're building her item build, make sure you got that little scepter thing. Let's see. I see a building all armor, but I still recommend building item 2 or 3. There's not even spells. If I can find it. Was it Great Stick? No? Oh, this one, Breath of Ice. So just make sure you build this on Yao, probably as your 3rd item, your 2nd main item actually. After your support item and your boots, and then you build this, and then you build armor, because this grants 200 spell attack, 1000 maximum life, which is good for Yao. So you can get hit a little bit more. And hero skills will cause damage with a 20% slowing effect. So this effect, whenever you're using your skill 2, has a slowing effect on the enemies too, which is great. The possess causes her skill to be enhanced and reduces the cooldown by 30%. Ooh. Possession status. So pretty much when she's in someone, she will be knocked down and skill 3 will end down if the shield is broken. A little tip for this, I think you've noticed it, is if you get hit, like whenever you go into someone and the shield breaks, then you jump back out of them, right? You disconnect from your ally. Make sure to always press skill 3 just before that happens, because if you do, then the cooldown of your skill 3 for Yao is much, much shorter than if you were forcibly taken away from the skill if someone hit you. Important part of any game like this is the counter picks. Can you list some off? Tell me a role, then I'll list some. Well, what role do you play? Which role? Top, jungle, ABC, support. I think I'm gonna move on to a different girl. I'm gonna get this one and see what she's playing now. But she plays shooters. Yeah, we're back to this one. It's the only reliable one we have. If I get to spare line 5 though. Is my microphone still off? Hopefully my internet's a bit better, but don't know. Okay, this is good. So she's playing Nakalulu. So we can talk about some counters and stuff about jungle. Let me just set Nakalulu's skills first. Ooh. It's lagging. Nice. Yeah, that's my internet connection because I'm trying to restream. I'll try to fix that for next time, but I'll just let you guys suffer that for now. Okay, so junglers. There's a few junglers. If you play jungle a lot, you'll know which junglers have a weak early game. A weak early game meaning very, very weak 1 to 4. Meaning between level 1 to 4, you feel like you already know inside. Like even without knowing the counters, you know if someone goes into your jungle, you're fucked, right? Nakalulu is one of those heroes. Without her ultimate, she can't really skirmish that well. So if you're looking at that, okay, Nakalulu, her skill 1 is just throwing a bird onto someone and then doing a dash, right? And then compared to Zhao Yun, the enemy jungler, he has a dash and he has the multi hit, so he'll do much more burst damage than Nakalulu. So in the early game, Diao Yun will beat Nakalulu. Both of them are very similar in what they do, though. They're bursty heroes and just want to do and get the combos and leave. So whoever pretty much gets the jump on the other one will win. So if you imagine this, Zhao Yun goes in, he does his ultimate, he does all his skills, and Nakalulu hasn't reacted, she's dead. Same thing if you reverse. Nakalulu can jump in onto Zhao Yun, he's dead. So this matchup here is very even. Now, if you're comparing it to any, like let's say a Lanning, like a Prince Lanning that can invade jungles early, he will destroy Nakalulu early. So just think of it like this: anyone that is strong early game versus Nakalulu will beat her. But Nakalulu, when she has the ultimate, she's very mobile. So if you keep moving with her and have a safe early phase, you're to go. The game is in your hands. Like I see Nakalulu as a hero that is better than Dan Wei in 90% of all occasions. And how when we used to play the game, we all play jungle Dan Wei, right? Because he's the easiest hero to figure out. But Nakalulu is the same, in my opinion, but she can be played in high ranks because she's much more versatile in being in and out. Like she can go through walls and stuff like that. They can as well, but the mobility on Nakalulu is just much higher. And they're the same kind of heroes too. Like we're in Australia with Bang, right? Heavy skill shot heroes is just not good for us. But Nakalulu's ganks are always guaranteed because you're never going to miss them. How did they not get the kill there? Actually, I want to watch this game now. 3, 2, 1. Can't finish though. And then, nearly got hooked. Boy, John Cray's new skin looks interesting. I haven't seen it yet in a game. It's like a full cartoon hero. Instantly trying to invade. It's not a good fight. They have to leave. I feel a very important aspect of Nakalulu is being which are your escape options. One just before in the jungle where she used her ult 3 and she was trying to get in. She used it again to escape. That's one escape option. We try to find other escape options that she uses here. Another one, of course, is skill 2, go walls, or skill 2 into 3. So dash and ult, fly up and then fly down again. That's your fastest one. So 2, 3, 3 is your fastest escape option. 90% of the time, you want to just go in and burst someone down as Nakalulu, though. Just want to kill them off. And then pretty much just minusing. Like if you're versing like this is a 3v2, you want to mine it. You want to kill a mine right away. Ooh. Did she die from the hook? Yep, John Cray got the hook this time. Okay, Nakalulu's passive. Let's have a look at her passive here. When Nakalulu's skill hits an enemy, her basic attack charges to an next attack, which deals an additional AD damage. Cool. So this blade dance, you can see it from the animation as well. So her passive is whenever you use a skill, she pretty much does a slash across to which is a different animation for her enhanced AD damage, basic attack, or whatever it is. So most of the time when you're jumping into someone, like a lot of the time it's use your 3, your bird to go down and then flop down, right? Then you use your basic attack, and then you use skill 2 to dash, and then basic attack again, and then 1 to basic attack again. So you're always interweaving the basic attacks to get that enhanced one. Yeah, I think she's a shooter. Like she usually plays ADCs because I watched her last night for educational purposes. She's like in High King. So it's not too shabby, but her Nakalulu skills is not the greatest. I've got skill 1. Nakalulu summons and attacks the enemy in the specified direction. 80 damage and marking enemy with an eagle mark. So she leaves a mark. Nakalulu's attacks in trigger, dealing 6%. What happened there? Destroyed. I think I need to leave her. Unfortunate. Dealing 6% of maximum HP AD damage to the enemy. Oh, so it's actually. I thought it was just some random number, like it keeps up, but it's actually a set 6% maximum HP damage that you do to the enemy when you use a skill 1. I did not know that. Oh, true. To be honest, she's getting roasted by this Zhonghui. Like he's out to get her after missing his first hook. He tried to hook her at his second tower, like in the early game, missed it just by a little bit. Like she wasn't even purposely trying to dodge it too. And then now he's just going ape shit. He's got 5 kills. This game's over. But the interesting thing is, a lot of games that I play with the Zhonghui, they get ahead really early, but they can't close it out, which is interesting. But then positioning like this all the way down here with 5, they're dead. Yeah, the game is definitely over if they play like this. Ooh. Um, yeah, I think you guys can watch the pretty go. I'm gonna learn some Nakalulu skills. Okay, skill 2, Wind Blade. Nakalulu dashes direction, dealing physical damage to enemies in her path and returning HP value for each enemy hit. The one thing here is not the dash, but knowing the healing. I like to when I learn a hero, I try to find the escape options and which skills does my healing. They're the most important ones to me. Like everyone knows how to go in and do a combo and kill, but not really know how to survive. Like if you go to my profile and look at my KDA, it's definitely under 5. Like my KDA is very low. And you see everyone else like dying like 10 times per game. I only die 5 or less. That's my rule. 5 or less. If I die more than 5 times, even if I play jungle. Like jungle, you're gonna be dying more than other heroes, definitely. But still, in my mind, if I die more than 5 times, I don't deserve to win that game. Like I've seen so many shit show games where it's like 20 kills with 15 deaths. I'm like, nah. HP value for each enemy hero hit. This skill hits a jungle camp. It deals 50% damage, but only restores 30% of her own HP. So you deal 50% more damage on jungle with skill 2 dash. Ooh. The details. Well, you can always change live stream title to Beautiful Boys if you guys want. But we'll try the Beautiful Girls one now, for now. Ultimate. I'm going to finish learning her ultimate and then move on to another girl. Eagle Rush. Nakalulu summons an eagle to fight alongside her. Immediately increases her movement speed by 50% for 6 seconds. Increase movement speed for 6 seconds. Okay, that's the first one. It will continue to decay over time. So 50%, then it goes down over 6 seconds. So at 6 seconds, yeah, 50%, and then it goes like 40, 30, 20, like that. The skill again, the designated area, dumping down, dealing damage plus 265 extra physical damage, AD damage, physical, and its movement speed by 50% for 3 seconds. The hit enemy's damage output will be reduced by 30%. Oh, I did this. Whoa. True. So enemy's damage output will be reduced by 30% for 3 seconds. When you jump down them, when your your second phase of your 3 works. Oh, I never knew that. That's actually pretty good. So the two main things that I learned from skills is the skill 2 does healing. I never figured that out. I actually thought it was skill 1. So every time you hit someone in your dash path, you heal. And you reduce the enemy's damage by 30% on your second phase of your 3. Bam! Reduced 30%. See? She's learning with us, boys. She learned it, got the kill off Zhongfei. I think they can win this game now. Let's watch the rest of the game and then I'll probably move on to a new girl. So what was that? Like, I don't understand what that demo was thinking. Like, their top laner was thinking there. They didn't have anywhere waves pushed, top or bot. All they could do was group up as 5 people there, and yet he still sacrificed himself mid lane to give them a chance at ending the game. That's so interesting. So they still have purple dragon here. Yellow dragon just spawned. Yellow dragon is actually, I would say, the most purple dragon more important. But right now, if she should have went towards yellow dragon. Why is her pathing bad right now? Because they're clearing this wave, so 100% they would have rotated here, and they would get the yellow dragon. And now your teammates are trying to fight it, and you're not around. See, this is one of the solo queue mistakes. Like, if you're not, I try to make myself understand where my teammates could be, where they could be thinking where the enemies could be, and if they will be lured into a team fight. If they're lured into a team fight, I might as well be in the vicinity to make a decision. Oh, should I get on? And now it's just turns up, like the game's turns upside down again because of that pick. And no one was there to even be ready for a fight. Oh! They're so low. The team fighting capabilities of the enemy team is as good as it. Oh, this game is actually entertaining to me. Yeah, she's got him. Wow, they're actually going to win the game. This is very good, very good, very good, huh? She has impressed me. Yeah, she's 10 stars now. I want to look at Gao Jianli's skills. Now, the interesting thing with Gao Jianli is, if you guys don't know, there was a recent update to him, like, alongside Ugo Tachibana as well. So his passive actually is not anymore, but I'll try to explain what changed. But his winning percentage has increased from 48% all the way to 54%. He's one of the highest winning mid lane heroes right now, Gao Jianli, the guitar guy. Big jump in the winning rates in the past few days after the changes, patch to 10.25. So let's have a look at his skills. This is pretty much his old passive, but it's pretty much similar. Basic attack or skill release is treated as a performance, and his next basic attack after every 3 will play an energy core with a penetrating effect to the target with extra AP damage. So every 3 basic attacks of Gao Jianli's, your next one after that is an enhanced basic attack, where it's like a heavy string chord. Before you were stationary, like you were standing still for this enhanced one, but it changed on the last patch to you pretty much slide at the same time as you do the enhanced basic attack. Now, this is a major change because it fixes things in his lane where he gets he's much more mobile, so he can clear the minions and to do aim to hit the enemies and the minion at the same time. So it's definitely gotten stronger. Your team fight and skirmish movement and mobility has gotten stronger. We didn't actually expect his win rate to jump this high though, because it went from 48 to 54. That's crazy high. He's probably a tier 0 or tier 0.5 mid lane hero right now. If I can find a girl that plays mid lane, I'll be very interested. Let's see what she plays next, if it's an interesting hero or not. If not, then I'll see you later. Yeah, Gao Jianli, his main problems is if the enemy team has too much crowd control. Um, if there's too much crowd control, he would definitely be reduced to nothing. But if there's a little bit and you're used to playing him, knowing how to avoid shit, he's very, very viable right now as a hero. I actually really recommend him. I gave him a try in a few games and oof, like he's a nuclear bomb right now. As soon as he goes in with his combo of three, using his ult, he just blasts people up. Especially in using the witchcraft stuff. People have been adding this to his build now. My next build video will be on Gao Jianli. Let's see if I can whip up the game now though. And show you the build because it's changed a little bit to improve on the auto attack. And I think we got to move on. The strongest female she's playing Diao Chan. Okay. Spare line 5. I think it's me a better connection. Me? Mine? Wait, are you asking Jerry? I don't know who's talking to me these days. My main changes with the seasons. So this season, I main a lot of shooters. I like to play Eileen lately because she's probably the strongest shooter. Some Marco Polo, Sun Changshang, stuff like that. So Eileen, Sun Changshang, and Marco Polo, I play a lot. Last season, I played a lot of Liu Shan, the support. I played I played him so much that I got him to like 8,500 hero score or something like that. Something stupid, and I was like 500 off national, I think, because national at that time was only 9,000 for where I ranked. It was very low. Well, her title for her stream is she is the best jungler. So hopefully we can learn stuff off her. I think tomorrow's stream, I'm going to do Beautiful Boys. Because I don't think we get to learn much unless I find some better gameplay. Seems like she wants to play Diao Chan. Zhang Liang as a ban. His ban rate is actually increasing. People are starting to ban him a bit more, which is I think is a bit delayed because Zhang Liang has been a strong mage hero for I think 3 months now. Just an unused one. Not many people are playing him. But he's very strong because there's so many. He pretty much just neutralizes all dash in junglers. Every time you dash in, Zhang Liang just uses his ult and you says goodbye to you. Looks like it's time for some Diao Chan. Let's have a look at a passive and learn. When Diao Chan's skill hits the enemy, a flower mark will be stacked for 8 seconds. It will trigger once it reaches 4 stacks, restoring 120 health points to herself and dealing 160 plus 64% spell bonus points of true damage to surrounding enemies and reducing their movement speed by 90%. Now, not a lot of people know this, but it's true damage. It's not spell damage, so you can't reduce any damage from this goddamn passive. Just the most annoying thing. One of the annoying things about Diao Chan, there's a lot of annoying things about Hero. The only reason why she hasn't been nerfed is because not many people can master her, or even if you're good at her, like consistency with playing her is not high. Like you can have a very good game with Diao Chan, and then the next game you just look like an absolute idiot. So the passive, a flower mark stacks on a enemy hero every time skill hits, right? And then when it reaches 4 stacks, you heal yourself, you do true damage to someone, and you get a 90% movement speed decrease on them. That is probably the key that you need to remember if you're versing Diao Chan. When you're playing as Diao Chan, you're more worried about knowing how to use your diamond combo, going in and out in a diamond way. But yeah, if you avoid the 90% and let your ally get hit by that 90% decrease in movement speed, you're doing something right. That's how I play anyway, versus Diao Chan. I make sure that someone gets hit by that shit first, especially like one of my tanks, and then I go in. If I get hit by it, it's game over. MVP with her 3 times, but it's all a loss. Oh, shit, bro. That's unfortunate for you. Okay, let's go on to skill 1 of Diao Chan. After we have a look if there's going to be a fight soon. Right now, they're rotating up. They're going to get sandwiched here. I am surprised that their line did not go down. I am heavily surprised that their LAN did not go down there. Like they had two up the enemy right here, and there was two going up here, and then there was a distance, and everyone just backed off. They could have sandwiched them, but instead they made some good plays instead. But in my opinion, the enemy made a massive mistake there. But she just capitalized on it, which is good. Lan and Daji are chasing Lu Ban, as they should. Liu Shan is dead too. I'm watching top lane more than the mid lane, because that's where all the action is going to be. Wherever Lu Ban is, and if you have a jungler that can dash around, your target is always Lu Ban. So as soon as you see that, you know that's where the action is going to be. Diao Chan's action usually starts when she's about, I'd say around now to level 8 is when all the skirmishes should start. Nice dodge. Ooh. This is the absolute right play by her right now, going bot lane. She should not be trying to fight around Yellow Dragon versus Lan here and Shan. She should just be doing her own shit on the other side. Yeah, like I said before, Lan is going to be on your Luban side because he's the easiest kill. And when you think about that, Daji versus and Lan versus Luban, your AD is going to die. Even if you try to rotate that way, you can't save the game. So sometimes, a lot of the times, you got to think, okay, do I really want to save? Most of the time is no. You don't want to save. You want to get advantages yourself on the other side of the map. Like remember, there's two sides of the map here, bottom and top. You go to the other side, get the farm that the other people haven't got. So now she's farmed up. She's pretty much fed, so she can fight Lan. Lan got a few kills on Luban there, but still no match for Diao Chan. If I was the Luban in this game, I'd probably actually close my game, because one, I made the stupid choice of choosing Luban into Daji, Lan, Bali, Shoye. Like, I can't kill anyone. And two, he's going to be by himself, having no action for the whole game, just trying to farm and keep his deaths probably under 15. Like, that's all he can do this game. You're going to notice he's going to be isolated. And then that's all he can get. But because his team's doing well, he can actually move up. Like, he's here right now. If their team was at a standstill, he'll be moving the farm up to around here and then going back. That's all he does. He's just lucky that this girl is carrying the shit of him. So let's have a look at what she built. She built Holy Grail, as her first item. Ooh. Yeah, so her first item, her boots, she built Holy Grail. 180 spell attack is her base stats with cooldown reduction and return to mana. So she gets mana back as well. Similar to your League of Legends item. Oh, close. Did she get sniped there? Passive mana source restores 1% of mana per second. If the mana is full, restore 1% of health per second. Having this is great. You don't need blue anymore as soon as you build it. Her second item I noticed, she built Prophecy of Time. Base stats 140 attack, 500 maximum mana, 800 maximum life. So Prophecy of Time is pretty much like an AP tank item. Every time you want to build a little bit more tanky, you get this item. A lot of mage heroes actually get this these days. If you know there's going to be a lot of burst. And there is a lot of burst here, especially from Lan, Daji, and Bali Shoye. So it makes sense to build Prophecy of Time. I'm not sure if Diao Chan's general build, like the 90% of the time build, has Prophecy of Time, but she built this one as her second item this game. The biggest problem I see for her team is they have Liu Shan as an engage, of course. Ooh, this works well actually. Is their skirmish? Her team's skirmish is much stronger, like 2v2, 3v3s. But the enemy's 5v5 is stronger, especially if they get the first attack. I'm pretty sure it might go down to end game. The later this game goes for her team, the harder it gets. So it's better if her team tries to finish it as soon as possible because they don't have heavy engage. Ooh, this is pretty much what you call a carry performance, though. Let's go back to skill 2. Did I do skill 1 yet? I don't know. I'm going to read it. Diao Chan throws a flying blossom in the specified direction. The blossom will return to Diao Chan's position and deal points of AP damage to enemies in its path. So you throw a flower blossom forward and then it returns. So you do damage when it comes forward and you can deal damage when it comes back as well. You can do 2 times on all enemies in its path. So the maximum you can get from one enemy hit is 2 stacks for this one. Flump Micro. Yeah, I'll try to remember to add it. I'm not very good with adding people in my game. I don't really know how to do it. I keep forgetting how to. I gotta figure that out actually. So from skill 1, you can do 1 or 2 stacks of your passive. Remember, every 4 stacks you get the activation of the 90%. Oh, and true damage. She's pretty much soloing the team. Fuck me. Whoa, that was a pretty sexual fight. Anyway, skill two. Now your skill two is your main one. You got to. I recommend going into training ground and understanding the distance you can actually dash. So skill two is your dash, but every time you hit an enemy with the dash, you get three stacks for your passive. Right, but you don't have to dash directly on them. If you dash just a little bit off the side of the enemy like that, you would have got 3 marks there as well. You just got to get used to what is the maximum distance you can actually dash away from the enemy hero, because you don't want to dash onto the enemy hero because it gives them the chance of doing melee damage on you. The distance is like half a basic attack range, if you understand what that is. I don't know. I would say 3 centimeters, 1 centimeter on your screen. I don't know. Try it in training ground. But yeah, this dash is the most important thing for Diao Chan. Understanding the distance away from the enemy hero to connect to this, because you can do a combo like release your ultimate, and then you do the diamond formation technique of Diao Chan. But if you don't get the 3 passive stacks, you're screwed. Oh, she's going in. 2-1. Another thing about skill 2 for Diao Chan is most of the time you're going to be leading in with skill 2. Like your first skill usage is 2. You go in with 2 and then 1. You never really go 1 and then 2, because it's just to guarantee the 3 stacks. See, like even jungle minions here, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. It's always 2-1. Always lead in with 2-1. 2-1. See, 2-1, 2-1. What else did she build here? So she built a Book of God Eater and then Wrath of the Lawmasters after. So she got Holy Grail, first item. Second item, Prophecy of Time. And then she got Book of the God Eater. Let's see if you can see it on the screen though. No, you can't. Game's over. Yeah, I've actually experienced this type of game many times when I played Liu Shan. I noticed that I was the main engage, and I knew the later the game would go, the harder it will be for your team. Yeah, and that's what I said before. The later the game goes for this one, the less chance they have of winning team fights and potentially winning the game. Very natural there. And also the Luban pick was the most stupid thing you can do in a game like this versus those picks. Luban has no chance against any of them. Well, yeah, she lost again. Seems like she lost again. That's what you get for watching beautiful girls. You get to see a full face, but you get to see a lot of losses. And you also see a lot of 5-man teams. Like, I really want to find a girl that follows and just watch them for hours and see how they play. A lot of girls that I watch is always in 5-man teams. Constant reliability, reliable teams. A thing that we don't get to experience ever. And if we do, it maybe lasts for 1 or 2 games until our first loss. And then our team abandons us. Unfortunate. So she built Book of the God Eater, which pretty much is lifesteal, extra lifesteal on Diao Chan for that retard. And then Wrath of the Lawmaster, she finished with, as her fifth item actually, for heavy spell attack. Last item on Diao Chan, you have 3 options, I'd say, but most of them are just for immunity. So you either build this one to go golden. Do you see it on the screen? I'll leave it on. So this golden active, which gets you spell attack, or you build, I don't know what it's called in this game, but it's pretty much Guardian's Angel. Or you can build Vein Rod for extra spell penetration. So there's a few different varieties for your last item. Depends on the game state, depends on the situation. I usually like to build immunities almost always, because you just never know when someone could jump on you and you die in that late game, even though you've been winning the whole game. It just feels really sad. Now I want to actually watch this girl play Nakalulu and see how she goes. It's a maid, but it's a photo, I think. Another Dao. Ciao. I want to learn some jungle. I'm on the search for the one that will win my heart. The band Sun Bin, Lan, Dun Shan on the blue side. Red side. Wow, Zhang Zhou is banned. Why would you ever ban Zhang Zhou? Like, in my opinion, usually if the enemy picks Zhang Zhou, I'm happy. Zhang Zhou gives no engage for anyone. And Dong Huang Tei. And we have another Taiwan player. No, she's going Xishe. Okay, Xishe. I would love to learn more about Xishe. I am not a good Xishe player, but every time I verse her, she destroys me. Yeah. So I think I really need to learn exactly what she does and why she destroys, because all I know is Xishe just drags me into oblivion and and it's game. Like, please, just not me. What did I do? Why you keep dragging me? And it's not even one drag too for some reason. It feels like it keeps going until you like reach right next to her, and then all her allies are jumping on you, you're gone. It's like the most torturous thing. Versing this girl. Xishe, passive. Maiden's Trick. Xishe's damage increases as the distance between her and the enemy increases. Oh, so the further she is, the more damage she does. Does she even do much damage though? Because one thing I know about Xishe, there's not many things that I know about her, is she's not farm dependent, meaning she doesn't need much gold to be viable. Like, there's a lot of mid laners that need to be fed early, like Daji. You need 2 or 3 kills, or you're going to be useless for the whole game. But Xishe, on the other hand, she will be very viable even if she's losing in her mid lane matchup, or even losing in gold to whoever she's skirmishing. So the further she is, the more impact she actually has. This is a very interesting thing, because every time I verse Xishe, I am scared as hell and I try to stay far away from her, which probably is the worst thing that you can do, versing her then. Just looking at the of the passive. Anyway, with damage increasing by 5% for every 100 distance, up to a maximum of 40%. Whoa. So her damage increases at a maximum of 40% the further she is. At 100 distance. 100 distance is pretty much melee range. Oh. Oh. So what does she start on Seashore? She starts skill 2. I haven't learnt what her skill 2 does yet. Calm down, girl. She's already roaming. They should have went the other side though. Why did I say that she should have went to the other side? It's like your counter matchup thingy that you were talking about. We were talking about before. Who's weak? Yun Fang early is weak, and there's a potential of getting ganked. But also Zhuge Liang is fucking weak early too. So I don't know what business he had trying to go in and have a look at where Yun Fang was there early game. But 9 times out of 10 there, she should have roamed up to top. So what skills does she use? 2 and then 1. Oh, was that Zhuge Liang's ult already? That was fast. Anyway, on to my learning of Sisha. Skill 1, Yan Ma. Sisha throws the weapon to the designated location. What weapon? I don't even know. That's a weapon? Dealing all these numbers per level, plus 18% spell bonus, points of AP damage to enemies in the area, and pulling them a distance towards the weapon's location. Okay. That was true though. We gotta see when she uses 1. Around an enemy, if Sisha uses skill 1 within 4 seconds, the Yin will pull the enemy in the specified direction. If the enemy is too far away from Sisha, the enemy will not be affected. Skill 1 can deal double damage to non-hero units. Okay. Gotta figure out how this works, but she keeps starting skill 2. So it looks like the lead-in skill is 2, and then 1. So 2 is that circle thingy. See 2 again. Then 1 is another circle thingy. Seems like she throws a weapon into the circle. That's skill 1. So as soon as you release skill 1, whatever that is that she threw, it jumps up and then hits into the center circle, dealing AP damage to enemies in the area, which is pretty much that circle, and pulling them a distance towards the weapon's location. How the fuck does that work? 1 there. I don't see any pull. Seems like it's a knockback more than a pull. And then Sisha is one of those heroes that I have not even played once, and even looked in training ground. Yeah, one of the rare heroes that I haven't even tried yet. Really should. She's a really good pick. Yeah, I legit have no idea what's going on. Anyway, skill 2. Sisha throws an energy ball that stops after hitting an enemy target and attacks nearby enemies every half a second. So that's another circle damage thing. Points of AP damage, reducing the enemy's movement speed by 30% on their first hit in half seconds. Okay, so let's have a look here. Skill 2, she releases it now, the circle, and then it attacks enemies. So it's not just one damage, but every half a second when that's up, damage is continuously hitting. And they surrendered. Wow. Oh, come on. I haven't even learnt the whole hero yet and the game's over. She is 16 stars. Whoa. 5.4. Sometimes I wish I was a girl too, so I get to experience the premature surrender. What was that? Jesus. I actually don't see a world where the enemy team would have lost that game, even with the Yunfang fed off disaster with 10 kills. Like their team composition is just so much better. Especially after going 15 minutes, their late game is so much stronger. The only reason they were winning early is because the Taiwan G and Yunfang got the kills there. But the later game there, the Zhuge Liang would have just bursted everyone. Anyway, I'm going to continue reading Sisha's skills and see what she plays next anyway. And decreasing the damage to 25% if it hits the same target multiple times. After 2 seconds, the energy ball will explode. Points of AP damage and doubling the damage to enemies in the inner circle. So skill 2 is pretty much damage. Damage over time as well. It keeps going half a second, then 1 second, then 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds. It keeps doing damage for pretty much 2 seconds. And then after 2 seconds, the energy ball explodes, dealing extra damage and then doubling the damage if there's enemies in it, right? Skill 1 is the more confusing one. The passive is easy to understand. The more further you are, the more damage you do. Skill 2, continuous damage. Skill 1, I need to understand that a bit more, but I want to see where she actually drags. Where the fuck? Anyway, Alt, Skill 3, Sisha gains power from the magic weapon, gaining an enhanced status for 8 seconds and refreshing the skill cooldown. During this time, she can control the enemy's movement twice. So it's a skill 3 that she can pull, and she can pull twice when her skill 2 hits. At the same time, the skill 2 cooldown is halved, and she will get 50% acceleration, movement speed, 50% movement speed for half a second when she uses skill 3. So skill 3 is the granddaddy of her skills. She gets enhanced status. I am assuming that it's only for refreshing the skill 2 cooldown and not an enhanced basic attack. It doesn't exactly say. And during this time, she can control the enemy's movement twice. So this is her pulling mechanism that everyone knows of Sisha. And it only works when her skill 2 hits. It will always hit because it looks like you're always leading in with skill 2. Your first skill that you're using is skill 2. So it could be your combo could be 2-1-3. I am not sure. Don't take me on this. I will study it more and make a video on it. I guarantee you, because she is a good hero. One her as well. I want to make a hero. Study them a bit more. A lot of the girl heroes I haven't studied much. I just know which skills to avoid. Yeah, because this game's in Chinese, it's kind of hard to know everything, like all the details. So the main points is just know which main skills you need to avoid when you're versing them, and you should be good. Well, this girl has 100 million viewers. That's why she has 100 million viewers, because she's playing the game. They're dancing. The one on the left is the one that I want to see dance, not so much the one on the right. But the one on the right is the one dancing, so that's unfortunate. Yes, she's up. We just for a minute or two. No, they the right girl went back up. Oh, so this is what gets you 100 million views. Very, very educational. We're learning a lot about Honor of Kings, heroes, skills, and builds here. Yes, this is exactly what we came here for. All right, goodbye, 100 million views. It's not even starting. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to open all of them up and lag my computer and see which one. That's what I'm going to do. All right. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. We get a section between the tabs right now. This one is not even playing an actual game. And because I opened too much and my internet is hello. Too bad she's not playing an actual game. Close it anytime soon. This was not a good idea. Just destroyed my whole internet. The Chinese girls, there's too many. Can't do any of them. Oh, this one's playing top laner. No, which is playing top lane. Hold on. Not sure if I want to stick to Chow. Yeah, I think I can. That's fine. My God. Yeah, on again. Oh, everyone's playing Diao Chan. Seems like if we're watching females, we get to learn a lot about Diao Chan. Yeah, turn the computer off. I can't handle with the Chinese females. To be honest, I think I've had enough. Might have to say goodbye to the females. I really want to learn jungle. Okay, what hero? Tell me, what hero do you want to learn? Because I have no idea. And then we'll go straight to that hero. Hmm? Pick one. Actually, I'll pick one for you then. I'm going straight to see my U. Pei, Pei Chin Hu. Whoa. Needs me to log in. I'm just trying to log into this to get better picture quality first. Am I logged in? Huh? It's so hard to log into these on computer. Like it takes me a few tries. Oh, I think we're in. No, are we? Yeah, we're in. No, not in. What? We're in. I think. What? Why China makes everything so hard for us? I swear. Oh, wait. Okay. As soon as I can, I heard. Does this have any sound? Not much. Hey. Ooh, can they come back from this game? What are the picks? They have Pei Chin Hu. They have Yao, Hua Mulan, Wang Jiaojun. Whoa, this team comp is a very interesting one. So what did he build there? Oh, he got the mid. That's two down. Tiger form, jump, two human form to regain health and his energy. Yao's on it. 3, 1. Tiger form jump. Is resurrecting. Tiger form, he missed. Jump. I think he should have tried this way instead of that way. But if he got that way, he would have definitely fully escaped. But he had no time. He was getting locked. I think the main things to remember with Pei Chin Hu is your energy, of course, your healing, and your jump, your tiger jump. Those are the main ones. that you need to know how to survive on Pei Jinhu. Like first step of Pei Jinhu is knowing his combos, how to delete someone, which is pretty much jumping in and then switching to human form and then switching back to tiger. I think the jump gets an enhanced spacing attack as soon as you jump in tiger form as well. One of the major things with Pei Jinhu compared to other junglers is he's an extremely strong early game jungler. 1 to 4, just get ready for him to invade you at any time or go into the mid lane at level 2. I would not be surprised every time that I'm versing a Pei Jinhu that he's going to do something active in the first 3 levels. If he doesn't, you can breathe a sigh of relief. When you're playing Pei Jinhu, just be very, very aggressive. Mainly because he heals, gains energy, has so much versatility in his base skills and passes. Let's see if he plays him another time. Give us another Pei Jinhu game, please, bro. Mm-hmm. Looks like this guy's not a jungler. Maybe, maybe not. But he has the Pei Jinhu icon on the left side of his stream. Not sure if you can see it right there. Oh, he's playing Wang Jiaojun. Looks like we're not going to get a Pei Jinhu game from him. So with jungle, when we're trying to learn the jungle, always pay attention to how they clear the minions. Efficiency when clearing minions is very important. It's a lot of things people don't pay attention to, but if you can shave off half a second to 1 second of your time by clearing, it's very good. Deleted. I still think Zhao Yun is a very good jungler. Like he's so versatile. He can burst, he's tanky, and he has mobility. He's definitely one of the heroes that you need to have in your hero repertoire as a go-to hero. He has no weaknesses, in my opinion, compared to other junglers. If you're gonna build your roster when you're playing a position, like let's say, oh, I'm playing jungle, right? you always need a minimum of 3 heroes, right? The one is always your versatile hero where you can play 90% of the time. Your versatile hero needs to be your first pick. If you are first pick in the ban phase, and you always pick your versatile hero, right? Because he has no weaknesses. If you're picking a niche one, like let's say someone picks is playing mid lane and they pick Daji or Milady as their first pick, your whole team's screwed because the enemy team is just going to counter the whole time. So that's why Zhao Yun as a jungler is a very good first pick. Pei Chinhu is okay as a first pick too. I would say is a good one. Especially because his early game is very good. Anyway, I'm going to learn his skills in detail. Passive, inch punch, just like Bruce Lee's 1-inch punch. Pei Chinhu will attack the enemy with an energy wave in human form, dealing an additional 16 points of AP damage. Damage increases with hero level, and the additional AP damage can be stacked over 3 seconds up to 3 times the base value. Pei Chinhu restores 5 energy points per hit. So this is human form passive. You do 16 points of AP damage every time you do a basic attack, and it increases. And then it keeps increasing over time. So in human form, you want to keep doing your basic attacks to keep increasing your damage. But the more important thing is you restore 5 energy points per hit as human form too. So every time you start a fight, you start it as tiger mode, and then you go into human form to restore your energy or to escape. Well, that Diao Yun is blitzing everyone. Anyway, passive in tiger form, mind energy. Pei Chinhu's own power is enhanced, which includes his AD damage, AD and AP defense, and movement speed. So everything just increases. Your defense goes up when you're in tiger form, and you also increase your AD damage. This includes skills and basic attacks, by the way. Skill 1. Punch stance. Pei Chinhu attacks with energy wave in the specified direction, dealing a bunch of damage over levels with extra 115% extra physical bonus. Let's see how he fights this. Tiger form, jump in. 1. That was nice. Points of AP damage and 8% of extra AP damage to the target's current HP, and reducing the target's movement speed by 50% for 1.5 seconds. This skill restores 20 energy points when it hits the enemy hero. Now, first off, the most simplest thing is skill 1 does restore energy points. Same with your passive basic attack. Oh, there's going to be a fight here. Let's see how he starts the fight. No fight. He just jumps into dragon with his tiger form, and then switches back to human form, and then switches back to tiger at the end so he can jump back out. Human form is mostly your basic attack, so you keep getting the energy back. What's full Stuckaroonie there? Big fight? No, not a big fight. He's going for it though. Ooh. Wow, he bursted the mice runaway there. He just went. So that's the basic tiger form combo, jumping into a squishy. You jump in, then you use your basic attack. We haven't gone into that yet. And then one. So 2A1. 3 2A1 is your basic jumping in when you just guarantee a kill. So the skill 1 in human form for Pei Chin Hu, the energy wave. At first, I always thought it was his main thing, but really it isn't. It's like an extra nice thing with a bunch of things added to it. So you get the 8% extra AP damage to the target's current HP, right? It depends on the target's current HP. So it's actually good to use against tanks, but the damage is quite low. And you reduce the movement speed by 50%. So it actually is good on tanks, like using human skill 1 for human form. You usually use this a lot, human form skill 1 for like skirmishes or pokes. All-ins, when you see a squishy, you're almost always jumping into tiger form. Yeah, the poke there, that's about it. Yeah, I always thought skill 1 human form was a good piece, but don't really emphasize on it. You're sticking around in human form trying to whip out the skill 1. It's not really that good. You just need to just get it in and switch right away. Oh, he got it. Okay, tiger form skill 1. Pei Chin Hu bites an enemy and deals physical damage and an additional 1% damage for every 1% of target's HP loss. So this is your finisher skill. The lower the enemy's HP is, the more damage you will do on this. That's quite a lot, actually. Just remember, additional 1% damage for every 1% of target HP lost. If they lost 80%, that's an extra 80% damage. That's actually massive for your tiger bites. Human form. Ooh. Sun Chang's burst is very high right now. Skill 2, human form, guard stance. So you pretty much get a shield. Pei who surrounds himself with an aura, dealing AP damage to nearby enemies. So anyone around you at the time you release skill 2 in human form, you release some damage, and you form a shield around yourself for 5 seconds, which resists up to 400 plus 150% extra physical bonus damage. So the more physical damage you have, the more the shield grows. Every half a second while the shield is in place, it deals 20, 30, 40 plus 14% extra physical damage bonus of AP damage to nearby enemies. So if you are if anyone's next to you, you continuously release some damage. Not much, it's a little bit. And it increases Pei Who's attack speed by 30%. So I tried to get it there, but most of the time when you're clearing out stuff and you're using a lot of basic attacks, just use skill 2 in human form, and that's about it. Don't need to waste your skill 1 because it takes a lot of your energy. See there, he's constantly only using skill 2. Now, skill 2, Tiger Leap. Now, this is the most important skill of Pei Who's kit. I just want to watch this fight first, though. Where does he use the dash? The skill 2 Tiger Leap right here. He uses it onto the enemy hero, onto that wall, so he gets off the tower aggro. And then he uses it again over the wall. So it's the most mobile skill that you have, and the more you use it, the more you can get around. This is the key of using Pei Who. Because you're going to be so much more mobile than anyone else. I think watching guys, like, it's too much learning. I need some entertainment from the beauties. But why does this not translate? Come on. All these girls stop playing games. And then they just chat afterwards. Oh no, it's only a photo. I'm back on the search. I swear there's more than this. She's still playing Diao Chan. Why is the quality so bad on this? That name. I thought that was her name. Very suitable. The win chest. Yes, that chest does win. I think I'm covering half of it too. So, sorry, bros. You know what? Let me minus that. That's a better view. But the quality is not very good. No.